Hey there, science explorers! Ever wondered what everything around you is made of? Yep, even that sandwich you just ate or your favorite video game console. The answer? Atoms. Atoms are like the tiniest building blocks of the universe. You can't see them with your eyes, but they're everywhere. Get ready. We're about to dive into the secret life of atoms. Spoiler alert, they're cooler than superheroes.
Hey there, science explorers! Welcome to the Atom Club. I'm your host, Richard, and I'm so excited you're here. Today we're going on a wild ride into the wacky world of atoms. Now, atoms are so small you can't even see them with a microscope. They're like the ultimate hide-and-seek champions, but don't let their size fool you. Atoms are the building blocks of everything you see, touch, taste, and smell. That's right, everything. From the chair you're sitting on to the air you're breathing, it's all atoms, atoms, atoms. Think of it this way, imagine the smallest thing you can think of, like a grain of sand. Now imagine something even smaller than that. Keep going smaller, 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 until you can't even imagine how small it is. That's the world of atoms. So why should you care about something so tiny? Well, understanding atoms is like having a superpower. It lets you understand how the entire universe works. It's like having a backstage pass to the coolest show in town, the show of life itself. We're going to learn about the different parts of an atom, meet the characters who live inside, and discover all the amazing things atoms can do. So, buckle up, science explorers, because we're about to embark on an adventure that's out of this world, or should I say, into this world, since atoms make up everything in it. Get ready to have your minds blown wide open.
So, what exactly is an atom? Think of it like a super tiny solar system. At the center, there's the nucleus. You know, like the sun in our solar system. Inside the nucleus, we've got protons and neutrons, chilling together like best friends. And zooming around the nucleus are electrons. They're like crazy fast racers. Think Mario Kart on turbo mode. Now, the nucleus is like the heart of the atom. It's where most of the action happens. It's incredibly dense and packed with energy. Imagine trying to squeeze 1,000,000 elephants into a shoebox. That's how tightly packed the nucleus is. The protons and neutrons inside the nucleus are like the atom's building blocks. Protons have a positive charge, like a battery's positive terminal. Neutrons, on the other hand, have no charge. They're neutral, like Switzerland. And then there are the electrons, those tiny particles that are constantly zipping around the nucleus. They're like little speed demons, always on the move. Electrons have a negative charge, like the negative terminal of a battery. Now, you might be wondering why those negatively charged electrons don't just crash into the positively charged protons in the nucleus. After all, opposites attract, right? Well, that's where things get really interesting. The electrons are constantly moving, and that movement creates a force that counteracts the attraction from the protons. It's like a game of cosmic tug-of-war. Let's talk about protons first. These guys are super positive, literally. They carry a positive charge, like someone who's always in a good mood. Without protons, the atom wouldn't even have its identity. It's what makes gold, and oxygen. So protons are basically like name tags for atoms. Imagine if you didn't have a name. How would people call you for pizza? Now, protons are not just positively charged. They're also incredibly important for determining what kind of element an atom is. You see, every element on the periodic table has a unique number of protons in its nucleus. This number is called the atomic number. For example, hydrogen, the simplest element, has an atomic number of 1, which means every hydrogen atom has exactly 1 proton in its nucleus. Helium, on the other hand, has an atomic number of 2, so every helium atom has 2 protons in its nucleus. Chapter 4, Neutrons, the chill roommates. Protons have a buddy in the nucleus, the neutron. Neutrons are like the chill roommates. They don't have a charge, no positive, no negative. They're just neutral. But don't let their laid-back vibe fool you. Without neutrons, the protons would start fighting and the whole atom would fall apart. So they're basically the peacekeepers of the atom. Thanks, neutrons. Imagine a room full of bouncy balls, all with the same charge. They'd be bouncing off the walls, repelling each other like crazy. That's what it would be like inside the nucleus without neutrons. The protons, with their positive charges, would be constantly trying to push each other away. But that's where the neutrons come in. They act like little buffers, spacing out the protons and keeping them from getting too close.